just watch some of my older videos, maybe older lives, or wherever you are, whether on YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram, you can always watch some of my older stuff. But I really decided to come on here um, today because I haven't been here for a while. Let's just clean that up first. I haven't been here for some time because I thought it's not very productive. But then I decided, well, you know what? There might be still people who want to be watching this, who might have questions, and they just want to, you know, just have a closer look. So the reason why I'm here today with you, first of all, I haven't been here for a while, and second of all, really understand that there are like a lot of people might be going through a lot of difficulties, and to know how to navigate those difficulties, to just know that, you know what, I'm not alone in this. Like, so many people are going through struggle, so many people are literally uh, struggling and are unable to ask for help, or don't know how to ask, or don't know who to ask. And so many of us might feel also embarrassed a lot, like, I should know better. I should know how to handle certain situations. I should know how to deal with certain things. But the thing is, we haven't been taught how to do those things, and that's why there might be a lot of embarrassment as well. Like, I don't know what to do, and yet I'm very embarrassed to ask people for help, for advice. But what was my also experience in the past, and maybe you can relate to that. I didn't want to ask people for help because I didn't want to face the misunderstandings. I didn't want to be kind of like the person who opens up the heart to others. They will not understand that. They have no idea what I'm going through because they've never been in my shoes. They never went through the same situation. Or even if they experience something similar, they had similar experiences, it's not the same. And that's why I felt like nobody can understand me. There's a lot of rejection and misunderstanding. And I didn't feel like it's uh, enormously helpful to be talking to people about that. Right. So I really didn't want to open up to others. But I just want to be here today, really bringing you the hope that whatever you're going through right now, and I'm talking as a coach right now completely, whatever you're going through right now, there is a purpose for that. There is a reason why you're going through that. You might not see it, you might not understand what's going on, you might feel like so many things are just going wrong in your life, and it's all part of the process. I know it might sound really harsh, like, why is it so difficult? And you might be asking yourself, well, I thought I've already overcame a lot of those things, right? You might feel like you've been there, you've done your stuff, you maybe went through some healing as well, you did work on yourself, right? So many people are into personal development, are going through those modalities, and even ascension, you might call it. And you might still find yourself like you were beating those same hoops. Like, haven't I been in the same situation 5 years ago? So if you're finding that you just done, like, you don't want to be repeating the same situations, you don't want to be creating the same scenarios for yourself because you want something else, I want you to know that this is the time literally to be in, to be changing those things, to be literally transforming them. And they are transforming. Like, everything is happening for you if you believe me. Like, everything is happening for you if you believe that. If you can just ease a little bit into it, not trigger so many negative things in you. If you could just really relax in a bit, and maybe not feel the discomfort as so much, everything would ease out a little bit better, a little bit easier. Now, I don't want to be going into the full details of what's going on, why is it happening. Everyone might have a different experience. Every single person might have a different experience. And I just want to honor that your experience might be different from mine, and I want to play the person who knows it all or behaves like, I know it the best. Everyone has their own experience. This is just the truth. But what I want to be talking about here today is that there are ways how you can help yourself. Absolutely. Right. And I just want to be sharing some of the ways how maybe you can help yourself, how maybe you can help someone else as well. And just to understanding why this might be happening for you and what are the ways that it's happening for you is because you were asking for something. Literally, how many of us have been saying, "Oh, I want more of this. I want a better life. I want better health. I want better relationships. I want more money. I want more abundance. I want more happiness. I want to be having like a better life," whatever that means for you in your own circumstances, right? We all have been just asking, 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 now asking, and now this is the universe responding like what what you ask for is literally here for you, but you have to leave behind some old ways of thinking, old beliefs, old patterns that are not serving you anymore. And this is the time to release them. This is literally the time to leave them behind. But even without the details of knowing how to do what to do, like what's going on, just really trusting that this is the time to not be giving up on yourself. You might be feeling like something is absolutely not happening for you, whether that's your health that is troubling you, maybe that's your job, maybe your career is so stagnant. If it's been for last past year, 5 years, I don't know, maybe it's your business, maybe it's your finances, maybe it's your love life that's been stagnant for such a long time that you don't even remember how long it's been. But you literally feel like giving up, right? Like maybe I just don't get that ever. Like maybe I'm just not meant to have that in my life. And this is really not the time to give up. This is the time to actually release the struggle, release the struggle. And now you're ready. Now is the time that you are literally ready. Many have not been ready to do that before, but now you're ready to give up the struggle, which might feel like I'm just done, right? Like I'm done fighting. I'm done just always trying and never getting my way and never getting what I want. I'm done. Like I don't care anymore, right? The feeling might be like I just don't care about that stuff anymore. And if you are in that position, just know that you cannot never give up. But what you're giving up is giving up the struggle. You're finally ready to give up the struggle and to find a different way. By the way, the different way was always there. Always, always, always. Has been there even when you looked 5 years ago, last year, 2 years ago. Always there. We just weren't that ready. So this is a good news actually. If you feel like you're going through a very turbulent times, that means that something is happening. Something is literally shifting within you. And by the way, if you resonate with that, what I'm talking right now about, just let me leave me a comment. Uh, like, yes, I just know what you're talking. Like, just let me know that this is resonating with you, because there are so many people who are going with that silent struggle. They're not sharing about those. You might feel like you are the only person who's going through those struggles, but just believe me, there are so many people struggling right now with any anything, so many things right now. Okay, and so I don't want to be talking about the struggle. I just want you to find the peace with that, that's nothing wrong is happening, just knowing that it's all part of the process. If you're jumping on here on the live a little bit later, um, you might have missed the beginning, but just it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter, because you are always finding this in the right time, at the right time, right? And I just want to kind of like give you the reassurance that might not make sense right now what you're going through, might seem like the worst thing to go through, and yet it's working for you. If you don't see the wrongness in what you're going through, I can guarantee you it will just come in, do the work what it needs to, and it will release, like will be released, whatever needs to be released, and it will like go away. It will get better. The less you fight with that, it the sooner it gets over, right? Because it just moves in, does the work, shifts out. But when we kind of fight against what's going on, when we are trying to battle with everything and have our own way, like this shouldn't be happening. This is not the way I want it. Like it's the very opposite of what I want, is basically pushing against that, which perpetuates the same energy, the same situation. And then we are wondering, right? Like, why am I always creating the same scenario? It just looks a little bit different, but isn't that like something I've created or I've experienced 5 years ago? So, you guys, I'm just really hopping here on today just to give you a little bit of hope that it's very exciting times. It's very exciting times. Right now, you might not see it, you might not feel it, you might be feeling quite the opposite, but I'm telling you, this is very exciting times because so much is shifting, so much is moving out, and it's all happening for you so you can actually get what you were asking for. Without that, it would not be possible. It's just it's how it is, right? But the way what like the way how I see it is basically, well, this is happening for me. Like might not be pleasant, might not be how I would choose to go through this, but it's happening for me, and just ease into it and allow the shifts, the healing, the stagnation to go out and bringing the new, because something new has to come in the place of the old, which is leaving. Well, the new is what you ask for, and it can only come in when you can release the old. Because if you are holding on to it, it's kind of like that stubborn little person who goes like, well, this is my old house, old shabby house. It's almost falling on my head, but I'm just clinging onto it, right? And they don't care about the brand new, shiny, wonderful house next to them because they're hanging on to their shabby old house. We need to let that go, almost like the destruction of the old. It needs to go. And if we are not seeing the new yet, it might feel like, well, what is there? What am I going myself into? Right? And that's why so many of us, we are hanging for dear life onto the old structures because we cannot see the new ones yet. But if you let go, if you just let go a little bit and start trusting a little bit more into what is opening for you, trusting that what you want, what you wanted, is actually coming and it's already there and it's literally prepared for you. And maybe there is a short period of time where you kind of like, oh, I don't have the old yet, so I don't have the old anymore. But I still don't have the new yet. But I'm not out of fear going back to the old one, right? I'm trusting and I'm looking into the right direction, like where I'm expecting the new one, the new things to come. And this might be happening especially for many entrepreneurs. And maybe you are not an entrepreneur yet, but maybe you want to have a business, an entrepreneurship in whatever way that looks like. It doesn't have to be a traditional business. It can be whatever you want, right? But you might feel that you are very entrepreneurial in your heart and you want to be your own boss and you want to have your own income and your own schedule and you want to have that freedom of being very creative in your business, what you do, when you do what how you do that, right? And all those things. And if you are a very entrepreneurial, a, a lot of times there is this kind of like like I wouldn't call it plateau. It's more kind of a limbo when you feel like, well, I don't have the security of my old job anymore. I'm in my business full time right now, and I'm not seeing the results yet. I'm not seeing the sales. I'm not seeing income yet for my business. And maybe there is this short period of time. By the way, right now we are in that kind of energy right now, in that limbo where you go, what do I hold on to? And there is nothing to hold on to. And all the shifts that are happening right now, they're asking you to let go of the old securities. The old securities meant relying on your employer to give you the money. Maybe in your business, the old structures made you rely on, well, this is the way how I'm earning money in my business. These are my customers. These are my ways how I'm advertising, how I'm promoting. These are my channels. But in your business, so many times you can experience that some of the ways are falling away. What was working a month ago might not be working for you right now. you hear that all the time. The algorithms are playing out. Algorithms don't like me, right? Like if you're in the online space, you hear all those things, and then it makes or it feels like there's so much insecurity going on actually in social media, right? Like why would I rely on social media or one particular way of promoting or advertising on social media when that can go away or just kind of like dry out, and I need to find another way. And if you're finding yourself to be in that situation, like the old ways are not working for me anymore, like you guys, I've experienced that myself. Just this week, I was so surprised that my views on TikTok went down massively without me changing anything too much, not just kind of like the usual stuff. And they just dropped a lot. My live views, sorry, my views kind of like on lives dropped massively as well. Have you experienced that as well? Do you see changes? And then somebody will jump on very quickly, just saying, "Oh, it's the algorithm. Oh, it's the TikTok. They're changing things around. Oh, it's Instagram. They are just meddling something. Like they're changing the games of the rules of the game." And you guys, if you are relying on those old structures that we just talked about at the beginning of this live, then you might be kind of really like thrown off your path, right? Because the fear comes in. Oh, what am I going to do? How am I gonna create more sales? How am I gonna talk to people? How am I gonna create audience and new leads? All of this if you are in your business already. And because those ways are going away, this is the time when everyone is literally being asked to step away from those securities, from those old, or not even old securities, but your attachment to those old securities. Because the truth is that your abundance, your money is not coming through that channel. It was, it's coming from source, and there are unlimited ways how that abundance, how the prosperity, how your blessings can come in, right? How your money can come in. But thinking, oh, it's going because I'm posting on Facebook ads, that's why I'm getting my clients. And then suddenly I'm not getting my clients through Facebook ads. By the way, this is just an example. You might be freaking out, how am I going to get my clients? But stepping away from the old securities, the security is not in your money, the security is not in your clients, your security is not in your funnels, in your structures, in your business. These are just the ways how the security is coming through. Now, we are all asked to do the same right now in a way of, well, you've got to start relying on what's really true for you and what's really the core of what is actually unlimited, what is undestructible, and that's something that is inside of you. It's not outside. All the structures, all the platform, the ways, the Facebook ads, all of those things, they can just fall apart. They can just go away. But what is creating your abundance is actually you. You are part of that abundance. You're creating that. And if you create that in a way that you start relying on the security that is actually you, that is your connection to source, then all those funnels through what comes what, it doesn't matter, because there will be always new funnels for you created, and the security will come in, the abundance will come in. And this is what we're going through right now. And I can assure you, I can so assure you, because I'm going through the same. I've been going through this already, like for the last past 5 years, literally. And if you're stubborn like me, if you are not willing to give up on those things that are not working, you will just repeat the same circles, the same experiences, the same kind of almost scenarios that look the same for you, right? So really the way is not hang on to the old structures for old life for life, but it's just releasing them and embracing something new. And I guarantee you, this is a scary move. This can feel like, oh my god, I'm just losing my parachute right now and I'm already in free fall. And it just feels like that. It just feels like that. Okay. But it's never a free fall. It's never a free fall, because if you start trusting and really like believing in something else, you will have that safety net. I don't think this is the best kind of parallel I could draw, but like let's just go with that, right? For the sake of this life and for the understanding basically what's going on, because literally there are so many people right now struggling, and the struggle is real, but it doesn't have to be. It's just because it's so difficult for us sometimes to let go of those things, right? And not relying on those things, because we've been relying on them for so many years. We don't know any other way, right? So just slowly shifting, having a lot of compassion with you, with yourself, really shifting into the new paradigm. And especially when I'm talking to entrepreneurs who already have their own businesses, right? There's so much worry and like real fear of, am I going to lose my business? Do I need to get a job just to kind of like create that security for myself, right? And don't get me wrong, I don't say there's anything wrong with getting a job if you kind of want to, but my suggestion would be, first, shifting your belief system. Start creating that security from within. Go within, start creating the reassurances based on your source and your connection with source. And if you still feel like having a second job or an employment or a like a side job would create, is part of kind of like the journey, that we will support you on the journey, by all means, there is no rejection for that, right? By all means. But there's a difference where you go from like, oh, I have to get a job because I'm running out of money, or I'm still on my journey, but let's get some support meanwhile I'm transitioning by a steady employment. So there's nothing wrong with getting a job or extra income, some supplements through these periods of times, right? I know, like I'm always encouraging everyone, like the most freedom, the most you can create for your fulfillment in life is just having your own business, just having that uh, online business that you can work from everywhere, that you can actually spend the time in a way you want, you working as much as you want or as less or least that you want, and you are not overworking yourself, but you are literally stepping into your purpose. And I'm always talking about passive income business as well, because I'm following a blueprint that is teaching me how to do that. And I cannot tell you how life changing that has been for me, because it also allowed me to do this, the kind of like other part of my business, that is the coaching, that is the spiritual coaching that I'm so into, and it's helping not only myself, but it's also helping my clients. And connecting those two things is a real passion of mine, because I know that even having a business can be very, very spiritual, and you can lead your business in a very spiritual way. So it can work literally both ways. By the way, if you would like to learn more about the passive income business that I'm talking about, you might have missed the beginning of this live, just go to my bio or read in the video description. There is a link with a website where you go, you enter your email address, you get to 10K in 30 days, and you will learn, literally you will get the blueprint that is showing you how the automated business works. So you can work less than 2 hours a day, you can get all your main activities within your business done within 2 hours of a day, gives you 100% profit, and literally gives you your life back. So if you want to know more about that kind of business, go to my bio. There is this link that you can actually see for yourself how that works. And just to kind of like give you a very brief overview why you can actually work only 2 hours a day, is because it's an automated business. It's, first of all, it's done for your business. That is like you're taking a box, you're plugging it in, and it's working for you, right? And then Everything that is done within that business, like a sales process and the delivery of the digital product, is done by the automation. Your only job is making your business discoverable. So we're talking about discovery process, which is very unique, and it's all taught in this step-by-step process. It's literally teaching you how to do the business so you can get to six figures with your own online business. And literally the best part is you getting 100% profit of everything in your business, because it's your business. Nobody's taking anything away. You're not being paid commissions, because they're usually less than 100%. And just imagine, because there's an investment into the business, with one sales, your investment can be paid off. I don't know of any other business that would give you such a freedom, because even if you think of like, well, in the worst case scenario, I'm sure I will sell at least one of the products, right? And so the other thing that I just wanted to mention is it's a one-off payment at the beginning. There are no monthly fees, no subscriptions, no kind of like recurring fees, ever. So you're literally free just to do your business without the additional stress or worry. Do I get paid? Do I need to pay for something else that month? No, you're getting a business for a one-off payment, and you're getting inside of a live community that has live trainings forever. And this is literally priceless. I don't know of any master resell rights courses where you would get live aspect with this, and literally mentorship from a millionaire that is teaching you everything she knows about how to create an online business with a recurring income. Why is it recurring? Because once you have your email list, which is, by the way, you creating in, you kind of doing that in your business, that is going to like deliver your clients once you know how to build that email list, because it's literally the source of your wealth later on down the line. So I'm just looking at if there might be any questions, because we were talking a lot about what's going on right now in the community and in life in general. And just to go back to my topic, it was literally just bringing up the topic that a lot of people might be struggling right now with anything in their life, whether it's finances, relationships, love, health, life circumstances, not feeling like they're fulfilling on their dreams, maybe going through huge difficulties, and it looks like anything but my dream is happening, right? So if you're going through something like that, just know that this is all part of the process. It's all part of the shifts that are happening right now, and those shifts are happening for you. So even though you might not understand, it might not look like something you want, might look like something you would want the least, actually. Just easing into what's happening without fight, without too much pushing away, and it's gonna ease out as well. It's gonna change very quickly if you stop kicking against that, right? Now, I'm not going to go into detail, and I know everyone has different circumstances, and I just want to acknowledge everyone's different circumstances. I'm not saying I know all, I'm not saying I understand all. I'm not even saying I might understand your struggles. I just know that if you are going through something very difficult right now, that there is hope. There is a lot of hope out there, and that there is a way how to make things easier. It doesn't have to be difficult, and you don't have to be kicking and screaming against that, right? But for that, you want to understand what's happening. If you want that, if you want my help in understanding and some guidance how to navigate through these times, just go into my YouTube. There are plenty of videos that might be of assistance to you. It's money talk on YouTube. That's my channel, and I have a podcast as well. This is kind of like a separate thing from my passive income business. If you are like in that position that you know you want to create a passive income business and that you want to have your own control over your income, and you want to be your own CEO, and you don't want to have like take orders from anyone else and clock in and clock out and someone over your shoulder overlooking your work, telling you when you can go for holidays and when not, then I know you have an entrepreneurial spirit. And if you want to create income online for yourself, just go to my bio. There's a link with the website. We just enter your email address, get that free guide, which is like 10K in 30 days, which will explain step by step the module of the business, how it works, how the automation behind that works, and how can you learn literally how to earn daily pays. And now just really imagine having a daily customer, just one customer a day, which could be 900 US dollars, which is the Legacy Builders program. This is just the most comprehensive and most favorable digital product. And what would that do to you, your life, your lifestyle? Like, how many of you would just be able to give up their day jobs? Maybe, right? How many of you would be able to take your families for Christmas holidays or repay that mortgage earlier than thought? There are endless possibilities, and I literally just want you to know that everything is happening for you. And if you feel the pull to start something for yourself, you feel that this is the way how you want to continue and what you want to create for your future, then let me help you. There is a passive income business that can literally work for you within your family, the needs of your family and your needs, where you can literally master 2 hour workday to all your activities within the business will be done within 2 hours, and you still get to learn how to create six figures with your business. If that's your path, if that's your calling, definitely go to my bio and have a look, or ask me for more information. Just comment info, and I'll get you the information. I'm more than happy to share everything that you need to know or that you want to have explained to understand that completely for yourself. So, you guys, as there are no live questions, I just clicked on something I didn't want to. Well, never mind. Thank you so much, you guys, for being here. Thank you for just showing up and for your support, for your love, and for everything that you're sharing on here. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day. I'll be here with you very, very shortly. So take care for now. Bye-bye. Bye, you guys.